Hello students, let us begin with our social studies class. In this social studies class, we are going to start with the civics lesson number 3 government. So, I would like you all to open your textbooks to page 227. See, we are starting with the civics, and in this, the name of the lesson is government. So, we are going to study the government, how a government is required by any country, and what are the different roles of a government. And especially, we will be talking about our Indian government. You can see in the slide the emblem, national flag of our country. So we are going to study about the government and what topics are included in the chapter. They are government, means meaning of the government, then need for a government, why government is needed. Third is constitution, that is how a government is found or formed. Constitution, as we have studied earlier, constitution is the rules and regulations of a country, and it was formed for the benefit of our country. Then also we will understand the role of a government, will also understand the forms of government, and lastly we will study about the government of India. So students, let us be ready with this chapter. First we will understand that what is a government and why is there a need to form a government. See, in the page 227, on page 227 you will be seeing one traffic jam. Have you seen such things? No? Yeah, we have seen these things more or less every evening. Yes or no, children? Yes. But this traffic has to be controlled. This is called chaos on the road. Chaos means like a gadbadi, what we say. It's nothing is being managed. Anyhow, the people are going and coming, so we have to manage this. So this is possible only because of the police or the RTO people, those who stand here, traffic control department, they stand here and they control the traffic in all the directions. So who frames the traffic rules here? The government or the constitution has already framed many laws for the traffic control, and this is the traffic control can be only made possible because of the rules and regulations. So wherever we go, children, whether it is a school, whether it is our road, whether it is our home, everywhere we need rules and regulations to be followed, and for this we have government. So what is the meaning of government, children? A government is the group of people who have the authority to govern a country or state. And you can see here the functions of a government, means why a government is needed: to maintain law and order in the country. Law and order means what? To maintain one one kind of discipline, one kind of, what we say, proper management of the country, law and order of the country. To formulate policies for the country. Policies means different agreements, different trade policies, or different export import policies, or different taxes policy. Many policies are there which have to be followed in the country. That is done only because of the government. To work for the welfare of its people. So the main thing of the government is what? To work for the welfare of its people. So the people, those who work for government, they are called as servants of the public. Servants. Why they are called servants? Because they have to work for the welfare of the people of the country. So government always looks after the welfare, means looks after the benefits and the good things of the people of the country. So we move on to the next topic, that is constitution or foundation of a government. See here, children, the slide you can see, that is already there on page 228 of your textbook. That is, the Constitution of India starts with a preamble. Preamble means what? The starting of the constitution. I would like to read this preamble, children. Preamble: we the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity. That is, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and the integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. So, when we study this entire chapter of Constitution in the 7th standard and in the 9th standard, same topic will be there, children. Constitution of India. The full chapter is based on the Constitution of India, how this Constitution was made, how many years it took, who were the members of the Constituent Assembly, and also when it was made, how it came into enactment. All this you will study in detail when you go in higher classes. Here I just want to explain you that India's constitution is the longest constitution among all the countries of the world. And this preamble means the first preface, what we say, the starting of the constitution. The constitution is a book of rules and regulations of our country. So that book is called as constitution. Like how we have our prospectus or calendar of our school diary. In that everything is written of our school, how to follow the discipline of the school, what rules and regulations are there of the school. In the same way, Constitution of India helps you to understand the governing of the country or how a country is governed. It is based on the constitution, and in the preamble it is written that the main what we call themes are covered. That is, we are what? Sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, and republic, and we are assuring our citizens justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. So this in detail you will study when you go to higher standards. Here you have to understand that a constitution is the system of laws and basic principles by which a country or an organization is governed. With the help of these laws, power and authority gets distributed in a country. So every governing institution must follow these rules and regulations of the constitution, children. There are several types of constitutions. Written constitution, unwritten, rigid means cannot be changed, and flexible. Ours is flexible, means any amendments or any updates or any changes we can do. Still we are doing changes in our constitution, that is called as amendment. The constitution has certain fundamental principles that deal with conflicts. Conflicts means any types of disputes. The constitutions of USA, Canada, France and India are in the written form. They are handwritten, children. The constitution of the United Kingdom, UK, that is, it is unwritten. All written constitutions are mostly rigid. The consent of the center as well as the state is required to make amendments to the constitution. The Constitution of USA is one example. Written and rigid. Example is what? USA. The constitution which can be changed. Just now I told you that any new rules are coming or any new changes we have to do in the constitution, that is called as what? Amendment. That can be done. It is called as what? Flexible constitution. It can be amended by the existing law-making procedures. The Constitution of the UK is one such example, and the Constitution of India is partly rigid and partly flexible. Means what do you mean by this partly rigid and partly flexible? Rigid means what? Some rules are there that has to be followed only. That is, many rules and regulations are written, but some are not to be changed. That is as it is. But some are flexible, means we can change according to the time, according to the condition of the country. So they are. That is why Indian Constitution, we can say it is in written form also, and it is what? Flexible, means somewhat flexible, that is some part can be changed or amended, and some part of it is rigid, means that cannot be altered or changed. Now, why there is such a need for a government, children? See, at home also now you are there. Anytime you are able to see the video, anytime you are studying, means you don't have any proper timings of your study at home. Anytime you open the video, you go through the video, or anytime you open the mobile and go through the notes. But in school, see, you had a limited time. you had a what limited period, that this period have to study this period have to study this. That was according to our timetable of the school, or according to the rules and regulations, how you got up on time, how you used to get up on time, used to go to school regularly. Yes, that things will come again, that this condition will go, children, this corona and this COVID-19 situation will soon go. But now when we see that there is no rules and regulations for us, how our routine has become. You must have experienced, children, there is no routine, anytime, anything you can do. But when same way in the country, if there is no one is there to govern the country, then what will happen? There will be chaos, means nothing can be managed. Man will not be able to listen to any rules and regulations. जिसको जो करना है वो करेगा. Then there will be what, injustice to have some people. There will be what we say, crimes and many other things, and man will not be able to live properly in the country. So there are rules and regulations. So we need a government. Like laws should govern, means only laws are made, that is not enough. You make and write the rules and regulations, that is not enough. You have to enact them, you have to govern them, that is more important. That is why we need a government. So we need a government. The role of government is very crucial, is very important in this modern society. See, when man was a prehistoric man, that time they used to hunt anyone, they used to kill anyone, they used to move wherever they wanted. That time was what? That time there was no government. But slowly when man modified himself, man became modern and tried to learn all the new things in the life, which we are studying in history. So history and civics. Now history we were studying the Paleolithic age, then the Mesolithic age, that way. Then slowly people realized that they want to live in a group, they wanted to live in a society, and when they are living in particular area together, they need someone to mind them means what, govern them. So in the same way, wherever there is a group, we need someone to mind or control them. So there is a need for government. And in a country like India, it becomes very difficult to include everyone. So there are more than 130 crores of population of our country. Everyone cannot join the government, everyone cannot make the rules and regulations. So we see that our representative, मतलब हम लोग जिनको चुनते हैं, जिनको elect करते हैं, they will work for us. So that decision making is not possible. They cannot ask each and every citizen that what we want, what we don't want. So to manage the affairs of the society, a structured body means what, definite people are required, that is government is required, so that whatever people's what we say demands are there, whatever is good for the people, whatever is for the benefit of the people, that way the rules are made and it helps to solve many things in our society. So government is needed, children. So in a society we need some laws, rules, regulations. Only laws, rules written is not enough, that has to be enacted, that has to be governed. That is why we need government of the country. And so to direct, to rule, to guide means to govern. So government, there are different words which are given here, that is guiding the people, directing the people, ruling the people, governing the people, that means government. So government is very important. And as we saw that to start the government means to government, for the government to work, we need a constitution. So constitution is called the foundation of the government. As we saw in the earlier slide, that constitution is required, and for any government constitution is required, whether it is USA government or whether it is UK government or whether it is French government, Indian government, every government requires a constitution. And this constitution chapter, children, later on when you go to higher standards, we will be studying in detail. Now you just understand that constitution is required for the government, and the role of government is very important to take all the important decisions. They provide leadership to the country, they protect the boundaries of the country. See, you can see the photo of the army man protecting the boundaries of the country, maintaining law and order. Then creates infrastructure. Infrastructure means what, our roads, railways, bridges, the different government buildings, you can see, that is called as what, infrastructure. The town planning, everything comes in infrastructure. Also the government tries to maintain good relations with our neighboring countries. See, very important, wherever you stay, suppose you are living in your home now, flat, then you should have good relations with your neighbors, children. Suppose that you don't have good relations with your neighbors, then you won't able to live properly in your home also, whether your home is big or small. Surrounding people, the surrounding environment is very important. In the same way, for India to prosper, we need our, what we say, friendly relations with our neighboring countries. Now at present we are seeing on the news channel that with the China we are having so many tensions. With Pakistan always there is a tension somewhat the other on the LOC, and now on the LAC when we are seeing with the China. See, then full country becomes disturbed, the economy of the country becomes disturbed. So for that, government's role comes here. They have to protect the boundaries of our country also. So to make the people's, to ensure the people's safety, we need the government. That is, government main role is to protect us from the foreign countries. And first of all, they have to maintain good relations with the foreign countries. So our prime minister is trying to maintain good relations with the foreign countries, but somehow they are not agreeing with our boundary, and somewhat the disputes are there. But then also, if they are not understanding with the friendly relations, then we have enough army, navy, air force to control them and to protect our citizens from any dangers or any external dangers from any foreigners. We are there, our army is there. So government role is very important, children. You cannot deny the role of government, and government also cannot deny its responsibilities. Government has to perform its responsibilities, because then only our country will prosper, then only our country will grow. I hope, children, you are understanding, children, because this lesson is little different. What we saw in geography, you saw in history, you saw history was just like a story, and this government lesson is really means what is going on in our country now. It is according to that. And so you should never forget the what we understood till now, that why we need a government, what is the role of the government. Now we are going through this topic, what is the role of the government, why a constitution is required, and what is the meaning of the government. So till now we saw that in this part 1, I will end this part 1, children, because then it becomes a too long video for you. So this part 1 we have taken up, the topics are the government meaning, the need for the government. Then exactly I read for you the preamble there is a Constitution of India preamble, and why constitution is required for the government. It is called the foundation of government. Then we have gone through the role of the government. Here in this lesson, this page 228, that Constitution preamble is there, children. It is there mostly in the starting of many textbook, Gujarat board textbooks, the state board textbook, you will find this Constitution of India. I want you to draw this box in your notebook and write the same thing, that is a pink color, whatever is written here, pink box, that same thing you copy in your notebook also, page 228. And here always, children, you read the textbook. When you read the textbook, you come to know many things. Suppose you are not able to concentrate, means what continuously the teacher are telling, because now we are not face to face. So whatever you don't understand, you go through the textbook, children. So I will stop here for the part 1. That is, we have covered the topics of government, the need for government, the constitution is the foundation of the government, and as the role of the government. Okay, children, now next I will continue with part 2 in the next video.